you will start living your life again. And I know so many cases of kids that have been diagnosed with dyslexia, but when they got the glasses, dyslexia went away, memory problems went away, light sensitivity went away, anxiety went away, feeling of overwhelm went away. Now, it might not be that, but it really doesn't cost anything to check. And what if you could do that and just get the problem over with?
Yeah, why not? Sounds sounds like a no-brainer to me. Mm,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, so aren't the as far as I know, the brain and the gut is connected by this vagus nerve, and as far as I understand, uh, some of the emotions or some of the emotions that your brain interprets. I don't know how to say this word. Interprets.
It differs.
Uh, has also some correlation to your gut, isn't
Oh,
that?
everything is correlated to your gut. That's why one of the things, what did we say at the beginning? What you eat.
But you said that everything is in the brain, so everything is interpreted by the brain. That's what you mean.
Yes, but a lot of things are created in the gut. So there we have actually three brains, like to speak in a very simple language: your heart, your gut, and your brain. And those are kind of the three things that navigate your whole life. And a lot of serotonin and dopamine is created in your gut. They have found also that if your microbiome of your stomach is wrong, and you don't have enough the right bacteria, it can influence how your brain shows up. And there are some correlations in studies with schizophrenia.
Wow.
So what you eat really matters.
What do I
What
eat and get? What gives schizophrenia? Churros, like
no,
French fries. I need to know.
it's not that it's good. Food is not going to give you, but what you eat creates a microbiome, and there is a connection between quality of a microbiome in your gut and how your brain functions. Now they don't know exactly what it is, but food does influence. We already know that food does influence quality of ADHD symptoms and the severity of it. We already know that what you eat is connected to depression. We already know that high content sugar is reacting in your brain the same area as you would be taking cocaine.
Wow.
So there's so many. Now again, we're on a podcast, right? And you can you're all invited to search PubMed and NHS information. There's so many studies you can look for. Some have been confirmed, some are at the beginning. So PubMed is a medical website where you have National Institute of Health, and Europe has the same one. And they update articles. They're peer reviewed. They show how the studies were done. What is the data? So really worth looking if you're looking for information. And granted, you will find things that are contradictory, and that's okay because that's part of science. And I guarantee you that if you will speak with me in 5 years, I will be either retracting some information I gave you now or adding on top of it because we'll have new discoveries.
Can anyone submit studies to
Yeah.
PubMed? It's like you don't need to be a doctor.
You can submit it, but it has to be peer reviewed. It has to be done in a proper way. Then it is assessed by a whole huge board of experts. If it's, if there's no conflict of interest, if there's nobody being paid, how big of the study, and then they say either yes, we'll take it in, or they go, no, it's not good enough study. It's not scientifically proven. And funny enough, I was looking for some studies when I was sending some information to somebody. And one of the studies we've been quoting for the last 5 years has been retracted because the way it was described, it wasn't clear that the link was there that they were claiming. So PubMed is very rigorous. I do enjoy using the National Library of Medicine. It's like APA, right? Which is for psychiatry and psychology journals. Highly, it's worth looking at, researching, and not every influencer really understands how to read data, but I hope that we all learn how to understand what's written there and read the numbers and Sometimes I go with PubMed articles to my doctors.
Okay, like how that goes up. I cannot imagine this whole situation happening. Like you go to your doctor, hey doc, here's what I found. That's what I have. Like I don't think he
No,
takes
it's
that
not
very
what I
well.
have. But when I say I need, let's say, this test and this, and they go, no, you don't. I'm like, yes, I do. These are the symptoms. This is what it is, and this is a research on it.
How do they feel about
Yes.
it?
Um, they're actually usually very grateful because they work so hard. Very often they don't have time to update their knowledge. One of my favorite doctors, Dr. Mary Claire, who changed the face of perimenopause and menopause in the world, said honestly, and I was really grateful she said that. In perimenopause and menopause care, which starts at age of 35 in some women, and it lasts till the day we die, they had no more than 8 hours in medical school.
Wow, that's
So there's
nothing.
no, that's nothing. And that is half of the world's population living with this for half of their life.
I saw a meme the other day like you like ChatGPT, just remember that the doctors that you're gonna visit next year or in a few years from now, they're all cheating on class with ChatGPT. like the, that's because some of the doctors they don't study some of the things as well as they
It's
should,
impossible.
and
No,
they will
no,
study
no.
even less now with AI.
Give
Did
no, 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 no.
yeah
Let's give credit back to the doctors. Let's not create those theories.
okay
Medical school is extremely challenging. Tests are taken by hand. There is no way they can take a test with ChatGPT. Phones are put in a different room. They have to have the knowledge. Now, I want to warn everybody. I love ChatGPT. I love AI. It's helpful. And it lies. I have caught when I write articles and I want to cite studies. Sometimes I cannot find the study I want to cite. And I ask ChatGPT to search PubMed and find me the study I'm talking about. The difference is between me and some other people is that I check what it gives me. It happened 80% of time that it cited a study that had nothing to do with what I was looking for.
80.
Mhm.
That's way too much.
Click and read what it gave you. And then I go, this is not true. This is not saying what I'm looking for. And this is not referring to the subject of the article. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm so sorry. Let me search again. Well, thank you for your apology. See, I've learned to check because it creates stories that are not true. So make sure that if you do, and it's helpful, right? Because to search a database, with billions of studies from all over the world, it's hard, right? And some of it I have it on my computer, but sometimes new studies come and I still have the link, but I haven't found it. I saved it in the wrong place, blah blah blah. So I do use chat, but I check every time. 80% of the time gives me things that are absolutely inaccurate, or they say nothing about the subject that I was looking for. And I'm like, okay, no, that doesn't work. One study works. Okay, we can use this one because it does talk about what I want to talk about and it shows proof. So ChatGPT can be helpful and AI can be very helpful. But at the same time, it is only as good as the programmers.
Yeah, that's what they keep saying. Oh, ChatGPT, do you think ChatGPT 4 is good? Wait for ChatGPT 5. It's 10,000 times better than for 4. It's trash. They keep saying that for every version, and I'm starting to believe. And before I was like, no, ChatGPT 4 is amazing. Now I'm starting to believe, you know. I have a very similar experience. I was thinking about it. I also use ChatGPT a lot, but primarily for coding. And the other day, I spent I think 1 hour just this back and forth with ChatGPT in one error, and every single time he would spit it out for me, saying, "Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I finally found the mistake. The mistake is such. Blah 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 blah. Let me fix it." And then he would fix it, and of course it wasn't. And I would come back to ChatGPT. Hey ChatGPT, you're talking nonsense. But oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, you're right. But now I found the mistake, and we stay like, and it didn't work. It's just lying all the time.
It's like a perfect gaslighting employee.
Yes, yes, that's true. Did you see this guy who fell in love with AI with ChatGPT?
There are a lot of men who are falling in love,
A
or they
lot.
think they're falling in love with artificial intelligence. And although to each his own, I could say that, okay, have you ever heard of experiment like the Skinner box experiment?
No.